Hi everyone, this is Ricky Darmawan, and today I want to talk about the method section of my thesis. First, I want to tell you the general information of my research. First, the title is The Effect of Using Think Pair Share Strategy on ICE Students' Oral Communication Skill. And the research questions, there are two research questions. The first question is, what is the possible effect of using Think Pair Share strategy on the ICE students' oral communication skills? Second question is, what is the teachers' and students' point of view about the role of ICE students' English level in Think Pair Share strategy? That is the general information, the core information of my research. Next, we will talk about research design. I plan to use qualitative research method for this study because first, the research question as the second research question asking about the view which should contain rich and thick data. This is matched with the qualitative research method that focusing on the thick and abundant, rich, detailed information. The qualitative research method itself focuses on questions like what, how, or something like that. So the data can be generalized. Because of that, it quite match with my research question. So I use qualitative research method. Because my method is qualitative research method, so my paradigm, of course, will be interpretivism. Next, we will talk about the research participant. My research participant, target research participants are is 2 teachers and 6 students. So the 2 teachers will be chosen randomly, while the 6 students will be chosen by using observation checklist. The observation checklist will be we will talk about the observation checklist later. So that's all for the participant because qualitative research method do not require large number or certain number of participants. So I think two teachers and 6 students is enough. Next, we will talk about the research instrument. The research instrument is human instrument, me, and of course, I will do interview and observation. The instrument itself is interview question and observation checklist, which I will show you later. This is the data collection. So the data collection is like I said before, we will do interview. Here's the interview question. You can see it on the picture. It's written there, interview question for students and interview questions for teacher. So there are 7 for students and 5 for teacher. While the other one, observation checklist, which I have not completed yet, but the observation checklist will measure the students' activeness. So the focus on my observation is the activeness. The 6 students that I mentioned before will be chosen based on their level of activeness. 2 students will be two students from the active one, the 2 students from not so active but not inactive too, like it's in between active and inactive, and the last 2 students will be chosen from the inactive one. For the data analysis, I will use thematic analysis, which means the interview will be recorded, and then after I record it, I will transcribe it. For note, the interview will be in Indonesian. So after I transcribe from Indonesian language, I will translate it into English and then search for the theme that can be used to deeper analysis using while refer to the existing theory. For the ethical consideration, I prepare using the informed consent form, which is on the picture here, the lembar persetujuan. That is the my informed consent form. For the point, I will use aspect of confidentiality and anonymity, which mean I will the participant's identity will be keep anonymous, and the data that I will get from them I will just use them for the sake of my research. So it will just involve the research and cannot be misused. That's all for the ethical consideration. Here is the detailed consequence of data collection and analysis. First, of course, I will ask for the permission to the head of department, the department or organization that responsible for ICE program on that university. After that, I will distributing the informed consent form to the participant, so they know what is the research is about, and what can they get from it, what the risk. And then after that, I will conduct the observation in the class that apply the TPS or think pair share strategy. Because the class will not always use think pair share strategy, I will observation beberapa kali, so that I can have comparison and clear data, which I can see which student is really active, whether because the effect maybe of using think pair share strategy. So the observation will not just be on the day that TPS strategy will be applied, no, but before that there are also some observation conducted. After the observation, I will conduct the interview with the 6 students, and of course, like I said before, it will be based on their level of activeness, 2 from active 1, 2 from inactive 1, and 2 from the between. And then the 2 teachers. The teachers, I will search for the teacher that apply think pair share strategy on their class. So it's not just random teacher, but the teacher that use that strategy. After the interview are conducted, I will transcribe the interview data. After that, because it's still on Indonesia, I will translate it into English, coding the transcript, and then analyze it by using the theme of the my interview on the transcript. After that, I will have a in-depth analysis, more in-depth analysis of the result of the thematic analysis using the existing theory from before. That's all the sequence of data collection and analysis. Here is the possible challenge and solution. First, I will tell about the possible challenge. The possible challenge, the first, finding the participants, which is the teachers. Second, interview question is hard to understand. And third, cannot do normal observation. For possible solution for the number 1, finding the participants, which is a special teacher, this possible challenge happen because not all teacher in ICE using TPS strategy, and I have to search for the one who use TPS strategy, and to prepare for that challenge, I might have to provide or prepare questionnaires and do the survey to the all ICE teachers. And 2, interview question is hard to understand. This is especially for teacher 2. Not all ICE teacher have a background of English teacher. Some of them are just specialized in certain area, not education. So they are not really proficient in educational term. So for that problem, I think I should avoid using terms in my interview. The last part, the last possible challenge is cannot do normal observation, which related to the situation nowadays, because the coronavirus, there is possibility that the next semester will be held online. So I cannot do the normal observation, which is in the classroom. The only solution I think is I should do online observation. I think that's all the possible challenge and solutions. Thank you for watching.